In this example, we are going to see that how the continuous filling operation is done using a PLC programming. So here we have a process flow diagram here. This represents the processing operation where we have different input devices and output devices. We're going to use those input and output devices to control this operation here. This operation, the description of operation of this is like continuous filling operation, and this process requires the boxes moving on a conveyor belt that should be automatically positioned and filled. So this container box should be automatically positioned here, and then it should be filled, and then this wall should be closed once this container is full, so that it moves to the next position. So that is a operation here, and the sequence of operation is when the start the conveyor and the start button is momentarily pressed. At that time our conveyor belt has to start moving. So once we press this start button here, then this has to move in this direction, so that this particular box or this container will come to this position, and then stop the conveyor when the stop button is momentarily pressed. So here we need to stop this conveyor belt once we press this stop push button. Means we need to stop the entire process, and after that energize the run status light when the process is operating. So here there is a run pilot lamp here, you can see that. So this pilot lamp should be activated once the process is started, and now energize the standby status light when the process is stopped. So here for this particular thing we will just slightly modify in the simulation, where we are going to see this standby. Instead of this standby we will use a fill, like while filling this container box we will use that pilot lamp to indicate that container is filling. So this fill will be used to indicate that the box is filling. So while filling this particular item into this box, we will use this indicator lamp to be turned on, that indicates that container is filling. So instead of this one we'll use this one, and after that stop the conveyor when the right edge of the box is first sensed by the photo sensor. So here this is the right edge. When this right edge is sensed by this photo switch, we need to stop this conveyor belt so that it will be positioned here at this point. Now with the box in position and conveyor stopped, open the solenoid valve and allow the box to fill. Filling should stop when the level sensor goes true. So here once the box is positioned at this point, so here solenoid valve should open and this material should be filled in this container box. Once this container box is full, and this level switch should sense that this boxes or the container box is full, so that this solenoid valve will be closed, and then at the same time here energize the full light when the box is full. The full light should remain energized until the box is moved clear of the photo sensor. Here once the box is moved in this direction, it should clear this path or this photo sensor path, so that this full light will be energized. So here this pilot lamp will be energized. This is the process we are going to see in the PLC programming. We will use a simulator to show how this particular operation will be done and how to do the programming for this particular operation. So I'll go to this simulator. So here this is the process flow. We have a container here. This is the storage container. From this container we need to fill this thing to this box. So here we have indicator lamps, run, fill, full, start push button, stop push button, and then this is the motor to run the conveyor belt. Here we have a photo sensor and then level sensor. This is the solenoid valve. These are the different input and output devices that we have here. By using this we need to program this PLC, and then we'll start the process. So first we'll do the programming for the indications. Later on we'll go with the operating this motor and then solenoid valve. So first we'll go for the indication of the run. So when this run should be indicated, once the start push button is pressed, this will be started glowing, or this will be done. So for that I'll go to this program, this examine if closed instruction for stop push button. Since once we press the stop push button, so usually stop push button will be normally closed type, so this will lose the logical continuity and that will stop the process. And after that use one more examine if close instruction for starting the start push button, and then to hold this we're going to use a seal-in circuit. For that use a branch here and place this inside this branch. Now I'll use this output here. So for that we'll place the output here. So this is an indication that this output will be addressed for this run. The same thing we will use one more examine if close instruction to do the seal-in path for this circuit. So now I'll use this, the stop push button will be addressed for this instruction, and then start push button will be addressed here, and then this indication will be here, and then again for the seal-in this will be given here, the address of this, and this should be same. And after that we will show the indication of this full when this full will be indicated means when this particular box or the solenoid valve is open, at that time this box will be present in this position. In that case this filling indication need to be provided. For that I'll use examine if close instruction and then an output energize instruction here, so that it indicates this solenoid valve here. Once this particular thing is closed, at that time we need to indicate this output here. And after that we will show that full indication will be provided when the level switch is closed, and also when that photosensor is turned, or when the photosensor is also closed. In that case we will provide both A and B. In that case use examine if close instruction for this level sensor switch, and then one more instruction in series with this, so that is this photosensor or this proximity sensor, and then the output is output energize, that is full. So this indication will give you the full. One more thing we need to do here is we need to provide a seal-in circuit or seal-in path for this full indication here. So here how to give that, I'll go with the parallel and place it here and place this instruction inside this branch, and then one more examine if close instruction is used in this branch, and then provide the same address which is having this output. And after that we will go for the process control, where we need to control this motor and also this solenoid valve. So first I'll write the program for this motor. So when this motor should be operated, once the run or the start button is pressed, at that time this run will be activated. So in that case I'll take this address as an examine if open instruction, and then take this address to this instruction, and then in series with this we have one more, this photosensor. When this sensor is on, at that time this motor has to stop. So for that we in series with examine if open instruction is used, so that this will be addressed here, that output motor will be turned off. So this will be the motor address. And again in series with this photo we have a latching, we have seal-in for this circuit. Use one more branch and use the full indication. Once this is full, this branch, once this is full, and then this motor has to start, otherwise it will be stopped here itself. So now after this we need to give an programming for the solenoid valve. How to do it? This solenoid valve should be opened once this box is present at this stage, means the proximity sensor should be high, and then the program, this process should be in run position or the run condition, and then this level sensor should be opened, and then this full should be off. In that case we will use the program. We have a 4 condition over here. One condition is examine if close instruction, which is used to show that this run. So once this is true, this will, once this is on, this instruction will be true, and then use one more examine if open instruction. For that use this level sensor address, and then use one more examine if open instruction, use full address here, and then use one more examine if close instruction, and use this proximity sensor or the photo sensor, and then use an output energize instruction to activate this solenoid. Okay, now we have done with the programming, and also we have done with the addressing of all these instructions, and now we will download this program to the PLC and we will see how the program works. I'm downloading this. The program has been downloaded, and now keep the PLC to this run mode, and now the PLC started. So we have to start the process by pressing the start push button. Once we press this start push button, our process will be started, and this process will be an automatic process. Until we press the stop button, that process will be continuously happening. So I'll press the start push button. Now the process is happening. So this process is very fast, so we'll reduce the speed of this process so that you can see clearly see this process, how this is happening. So once I press the start push button, the container from this position here, it moves to this position. This photo sensor will be sensed, and here the solenoid valve will be opened. Once this level sensor sense this total level or this closes, and again this conveyor belt started, so it will move to the next position. Like that is a process where the indication is, you can see that process is running. Once the container is filling, at that time this fill indication need to be provided. Once that is full, you can see that the operation or the indication over here, this is full, and at any time we can stop this process by pressing this stop push button. So now the process is stopped. Again if we press this start, the process will be started from the last position where it was. Again this will be continued. Like that we have done with the programming. And then in the ladder logic programming, you can see that the highlighted, these are the instructions which are like depending on the bit status of those, they are highlighted here. This yellow color which representing highlighting of those instructions